again and welcome to class 807. All right, let's continue with vocabulary. Let's continue where we left off yesterday. Aguante, fondo, el aguante. La resistencia is endurance, to endure. What do we have to endure in life? ¿Qué tenemos que aguantar en la vida? There are many obstacles in life, and we have to endure a lot of obstacles. Por ahora, de momento, for the time being. Yes. Listen, I'm going to use this book for the time being. I'm not going to use any of the others. Por ahora voy a centrarme en este libro. De momento. For the time being, I'm going to concentrate on this book and this book only. I'm not going to use any of the other books. So for the time being, let's focus on this book, okay? For the time being. For the time being. For the time being. Se usa 1000 veces por mes. For the time being. For now. For the moment. También nos vale. It's easier for you. For now, I want to use this book. For the moment, I prefer to use this book. Pero se dice mucho más for the time being. But you, when you speak English, for now is perfect. But you're going to hear for the time being. No tiene sentido gramatical, por el tiempo siendo. For the time being. Doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense, but that's the expression. For the time being. Gancho, anzuelo, garfio. Wow! Hook. Hook. Como un cocinero. Cook, pero con H. El Capitán Garfio. Captain Hook. Hook. Y un anzuelo. It's interesting. Anzuelo, garfio, y gancho, they all have the same shape. So it's natural. A hook. Hook. When you go fishing, you need to prepare the hook and the bait, el cebo, con el anzuelo. The hook and the bait. And then, you fish. Good luck. A hook. Yes, a hook. Locura. Insanity. Well, there are many ways to say locura. Loco is insane, crazy, mad. Insane is the official word. Well, there's no word that's politically correct now. Yes. But the traditional word for la locura was insanity. De hecho, en los tribunales, temporary insanity, locura temporal. I killed my wife, but I don't remember why. I don't know. It was a moment of insanity, temporary insanity. All right. Y un hospital psiquiátrico antaño se llamaba Insane Asylum, asilo de insanos. Now we don't. Now we say a psychiatric hospital. All right. Aquí se decía antaño también manicomio. Yeah, strange word. All right. Se vendrá de maníaco o algo así, no lo sé. Yes. But we said insane asylum, insane. Y se usa mucho insane. Are you insane? ¿Pero estás loco? ¿Qué? ¿Qué idea más loca? You're crazy, man. Are you insane or what? Sane is cuerdo. Sane. Sano. Sane in body and in mind. Sano in cuerpo y en mente. Sane in body and in mind. And insane. However, sane and insane is cuerdo y loco. Sanity, cordura. Insanity, locura. All right. Insanity. De otro modo, otherwise. Otherwise. Yes. Learning as well, because otherwise you'll have trouble finding a good job. All right. Study the list, because otherwise your vocabulary will not grow. Otherwise, if not. Okay? And you'd better be careful, because otherwise you will pay the consequences. All right. You'd better do a good job, because otherwise you will lose your job. The company will fire you. Otherwise, if not. All right, bastantes, quite a few. Tengo bastantes libros aquí, ¿a que sí? I have quite a few books here, don't I? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 books in all. Quite a few, don't you think? Bastantes, ¿no creo? ¿No crees? Quite a few, quite a few, quite a few, quite a few, quite a few. Curiosa expresión. Bastantes, unos pocos, unos cuantos. Quite a few, quite a few. I have quite a few books. I have quite a lot of books. I have quite a few. Yes. I have quite a few problems. Ron. Rum. Okay. Yeah. Rum. Ron. Cuba Libre es un ron con Coca-Cola, pero aquí es ginebra con Coca-Cola. Gin. But a Cuba Libre, they say it in English, Cuba Libre, is rum and Coke. Rum. Richard, do you like rum? Not really. It's too sweet. Rum. It's a very popular drink in the Caribbean. Rum. Have you ever drunk rum? You like rum? Yeah. The other day, in a Chinese restaurant, at the end, they offered a drink, and I said, un orujo chino. Pensando en broma, but they brought me an orujo chino, and it was really good. Era beber fuego. But it was really, really good. Drinking fire, liquid fire. Wow. And the other person, there were 4 of us. Kyle, Fitz, and she knows these people. Fitz, Kyle, and Sharina. And here's Sharina. It was liquid fire, but it was outstanding. Better than the orujo blanco aquí. Better. The Chinese orujo. Grappa. We use the word grappa. It's an Italian word, grappa, for grain alcohol. But it was really, really good. Liquid fire. But rum, I don't like rum. Rum escrito, con U. Rum. Yes. 15 minutes a bottle of rum. Jerez. Estamos con bebidas. Jerez. De beber, no Jerez de la frontera. Sherry. Yeah. The sherry industry in Spain was started by los Domecq, los Terry, y los Osborne. They started these. These are English and French names, okay? Interesting. In Jerez de la Frontera, in that area. Okay, sherry. Richard, do you like sherry? It's okay. It's not my favorite. Un fino gaditano, un fino laino. Yeah, they're good. I prefer other drinks, okay? But sherry. All right. Picante, condimentado, spicy. Spice, especias, spices, spice, sugar and spice and everything nice. Azúcar y especias y todo majo. Sugar and spice and everything nice. Spice. Spicy. In the United States, spicy means condimentado. In Great Britain, spicy means condimentado o picante. Yes. Now, in the United States, picante is hot. So, como caluroso, cálido, caliente o picante. Depending on the context. If you're eating this food, ooh, this is very hot. Podría ser. And sometimes it's fire hot or pepper hot. Is it fuego hot o de pimientos, de guindillas? Yeah, because guindillas is a green pepper. It's a pepper. The peppers. Fire hot or pepper hot? Okay. Yes, sir. I like hot food. Me gusta la comida picante. Do you like hot food? She doesn't. She doesn't like. She says she doesn't like hot food. Spicy. Yes. When I came to Spain, I came in 1972 as a student. I came with a group of American students. First, we spent 2 weeks in Barcelona, and then the rest of the semester, or the rest of the year in Madrid. And the consensus was general among the Americans about Spanish food the first weeks. Said it's very bland. It's very bland. Muy blando. No, bland in English means insípido, poco condimentado. Bland means, no so-so, pero poco condimentado. It's very bland. And it was true. Because in the United States, especially in Texas, the food is not bland. The food is spicy or hot. Spicy, more than here. And so, but now the food has changed. I like it more now than before, although it was very good before. But it was bland. Spicy, the opposite of spicy is bland. Condimentado, poco condimentado. Es que soso y insípido suenan negativos. Bland is neutral. Bland means there's no salt, no pepper, no nothing. All right? It's just bland. Yes. Sometimes you need to add a little bit of salt because it's too bland. All right. Sudoroso, sweaty. I'm sweating in front of these lights. I'm sweating. Yeah, sweaty. Sweaty means sudoroso. To sweat. To sweat. Blood, sweat, and tears. Winston Churchill. Sangre, sudor y lágrimas. Blood, sweat, and tears. Fue un día sudoroso, lleno de sudor. It was a sweaty day, a sweaty moment. Sweaty. Es curioso también, in the United States we say sweater. Cualquier jersey, pullover, we say sweater. That's the generic word in the United States. In the UK it's different. They don't say sweater as often. Y aquí no se dice suéter. Se entiende. In Mexico I think they say sweater. Sweater. Sweaty. Tozudo. Thick-headed. All right. De cabeza espesa. Thick is espeso. Thick is grueso. You remember, this is a thick book, but this is a thin book. All right, thick and thin. Through thick and thin en las duras y las maduras. Through thick and thin. A través de lo espeso y lo fino, lo grueso y lo fino. Through thick and thin. Thick. Se usa muchísimo. Estoy un poco espeso hoy, perdóname. I'm a little thick today. Yeah. Yes. I don't know. I'm a little thick. And thick-headed means tozudo. De muy espeso de mente. Yeah. Muy thick-headed. Hard-headed is cabezota. O sea, realmente testarudo. It's very similar. Thick-headed, hard-headed, stubborn. There are many words for this. Thick-headed. Left-handed, right-handed, open-minded, close-minded, narrow-minded, empty-headed, de cabeza hueca, empty-headed, cabeza vacía, empty-headed, hard-headed, thick-headed. Yes, and these son adjetivos o sustantivos adjetivizados. Head is cabeza, mente, mind, hand, pero decimos diestro maniado, de mano. Right-handed, left-handed, open-minded, closed-minded, hard-headed, thick-headed, empty-headed. All right. Tozudo. Derrotar is to beat. Te hemos derrotado. We beat you. I'm going to beat you. Do you want to play chess? Huh. I'll beat you. I can beat you at chess any time of the day. Te voy a ganar el chess cualquier momento, cualquier hora del día. I can beat you. Beat you. Beat you. Carbenchu. I can beat you at chess any time of the day. Golf? Oh, I can beat you at golf any time of the day. Tennis? Forget it. Yeah. Pobrecito. I can beat you at tennis with my left hand. I can beat you at tennis. Yeah. Irregular verbs? I can beat you at go, wait, gone, come, can, come, see, so, seen. Yeah, come, how do you say it? Come, come? I could beat you any time of the day. Any time of the day I can beat you. To beat. es ganar a. No ganar, es ganar a. Exige un complemento. You, her, him, them, us. Un complemento indirecto, perdona. El complemento directo es el partido o la partida o lo que sea. I can win the match. I can win the game. He ganado el partido. I won the game. Gané a Nadal. ¿Te lo puedes creer? I beat Nadal. I won the tennis match. I beat Rafael Nadal. With my left hand. Yeah. All right, to beat. I'll beat you. Beat you. I can beat anybody. I can beat anybody in chess or in tennis. I can beat, which is not true. All right, exigir is to demand. Antes vimos ayer exigente, demanding, and today exigir. Voy a exigir mis derechos. I'm going to demand my rights. As an English teacher, I have certain rights. Yeah. Responsibilities as well, yes, but I have certain rights. Exigir, to demand, to demand. Insinuar, to insinuate. ¿Estás insinuando que estoy envejeciendo? Are you insinuating that I'm too old to teach? Richard, okay, all right. You're not too old to teach, but I think it's time to bring in some young blood. Sangre joven, no? Don't you think, Marta? It's time to bring some young blood. She's shaking her head. Yeah, but it's true. Yeah. Every year that passes, the distance between myself and my students is growing. And so there's not a cultural connection. Yeah. I remember my father. My father worked in an insurance company, life insurance. And he was the general manager of a regional office. And he became a manager in 1954. He was born in 1923. So he was 30 or 31 years old. He was born in July 1923, my father. And he became a general manager of a territorio, in 1954. So he was probably 30 years old. Okay. 31, 32, 33. In the first 10 years, the difference between my father's age and the new agents that required training and supervision was not very big. The new agents were often 23 years old, 24, and my father was 33 or 34. Then he was transferred, the family was transferred to Oklahoma to a different territory, a different region. And at that time, that was 1961, he began. And in 1961, he was 37, 38. And for 12 years in Tulsa, Oklahoma, from age 37 to 49 or 50. And so the distance between the new agents who needed training and supervision, my father was entering middle age and was greater. Then finally, for the last 10 or 11 years of my father's career, the company transferred him to Corpus Christi, Texas, on the Gulf of Mexico coast, on the Texas coast. And he started when he was maybe 50 he was 49, from 49 to 59, 11 years, and 10 or 11 years. And the distance was greater, and my father said, he decided to take early retirement. No le despidieron, era jubilación anticipada que él pidió. He decided to take early retirement. And he said, I'm tired of changing diapers. It was funny. Estoy cansado de cambiar pañales. O sea, para él ya era como cambiar pañales. A los jóvenes de 23 años, to the young people, age 23, and my father was 57, you say. It's the same with me. Of course, I'm not changing your diapers, but in any case, the distance is greater and greater between my age and your age. So it's time for un relevo generacional, chica. Yeah. It's time for a generational replacement, relief. Maybe. All right, insinuar, to insinuate. To insinuate. Irse amontonando is to pile up. Yeah, to pile up. Yeah. No quiero libros para esto. Yeah, here's a book. I don't want books. Well, here's another. But I said I don't want any books. Here's another. My God, the books are piling up. Tengo que leerlos todos. You have to read all of them. Oh, here's another. Oh my God, pile, como pila, escrito pile, una pila de libros. Se está apilando arriba. We say it's piling up. I mean, se me está amontonando todas las cosas. Another, my God, it's piling up. And finally another. My God, I'm going to die. All right, I'm too young to die. Yeah. And I'm too young to die, so I have to continue teaching. Piling up. Things are piling up. My responsibilities are piling up. Los asuntos se me están amontonando, se me están, una pila hasta aquí de cosas. The papers are piling up. The documents are piling up. To pile up. Parecerse a uno en forma de ser. To take after. Richard, do you look like your father or your mother? I look more like my father now. I've told you many times. Now I look like my father. When I was young, I looked like my mother. And who do you take after? I think I take after my mother more than my father. O sea, parecerse en forma de ser. Soy más como ella. De tal palo, tal astilla. All right, a chip off the old block. I think I take after my mother more than my father. Although there are certain aspects of my father that I also take after. Yes. My father had el don de gentes. I mean, he had this ability, to get along with people and to gain their appreciation. Yeah. And I have that ability as well. So, but my father was more outgoing. I'm more introverted. He was more outgoing, more extroverted than me. He was also a little bit narcissistic. My father, I'm not. You see, my father was an only child, hijo único. And only children grow up the center of attention from the parents. And they don't have other siblings or brothers or sisters to compete, you see. And so they are the focus. And so they become the feeling that the world is for them, all right? Because an only child has 2 parents and 4 grandparents volcados en él. Oh, yeah? So it's 6 people focused on the little boy or the little girl. And so it's more likely, cuidado, that the child will grow up narcissistic or self-centered, egocentrico. So you need to be careful in the upbringing on that. All right? And so my father was a little bit. But my father was a very, very handsome man. Incredibly. Muy guapo. And so, of course, it was. And so when he was a teenager, when he was a young adult, etc. And so he was, So it was very easy for my father to become a bit narcissistic. But he was a wonderful man and an incredible person. But I think I take after my mother more than my father. All right, gritar. To yell, but to shout, right? To yell as well. Yelling, yell, to shout. Yes, and to yell. Y-E-L-L. No siempre dice yell, siempre dice yell. Yellow, yedre, yell. And finally, buitre. Wow, buitre, toma. Vulture. ¿Cómo? Vulture. What's that? Vulture. Vulture. The vultures. There are a lot of vultures in Spain, eh? There are a lot of vultures in Spain. Yes. In America, we often say buzzards. It's a different word. For example, in Spain, you say buitre. In Mexico, gallinazo. Yes. Vultures. Yes, there are a lot of vultures in Spain. They fly, fly. It's very beautiful to watch them fly. They come down to the ground, they're very ugly. But up in the air, it's very beautiful the way they float, looking for carcasses, looking for food, of course. The vultures. Okay, gain fluency, but we don't have time today, but I'll come back tomorrow with the famous book, Gain Fluency, because Marta told me that I am out of time. Is that true, Marta? I'm out of time. This is my favorite book. Yes. And this is the best book in the world for learning, for improving your spoken English. This is how I improved my Spanish, by saying things aloud. And it works beautifully. See you tomorrow.